From her role as a correspondent for the Today Show, Jenna Bush Hager was moved to co-host of The Third Hour with Hot Cop in 2019. Following Kathy Lee Gifford's departure, she assumed the role. Since Hoda resigned earlier this year to focus on her family, Jenna has taken over as host. The show may be considering two co-hosts in their ongoing hunt for the ideal individual to succeed Hoda. When asked about her plans after her tenure on the show ends, Jenna Bush Hager revealed them. Is she ducking out? Many hosts have left the Today Show. The daytime talk show would take a huge hit if Jenna Bush Hager left the Today Show. She replaced the hugely popular Kathy Lee Gifford as co-host with ease. Even though Hoda's energy with Jenna was different from her energy with Kathy Lee, people nevertheless warmed up to Jenna right away. The loss of Hot has been devastating to the network, which is still attempting to pick up the pieces. The show, which is currently known as Jenna and Friends, has prominent visitors who essentially try out for the role of co-host. Another co-host for the Today Show's third hour will depart later this year. In light of Comcast's decision to spin up MSNBC and NBC News, Jacob Sobroff, who occasionally steps in as co-host, is departing for MSNBC. Following the end of the show, Jenna Bush Hager discusses her future plans. There has been yet another shakeup at the network level with MSNBC and NBC News splitting up. Kelly Ripa, co-host of Live with Kelly and Mark, is one of several daytime talk show personalities that are thinking about resigning or going elsewhere. Recently, co-hosts Jenna Bush Hager and Matt Rogers spoke about how much they adore their hometowns. Ashley Bush, her parents, former President George W. Bush and First Lady Laura Bush, raised her and her twin sister in Austin, Texas. According to the Today host, returning to Texas to raise a family is a lifelong goal of hers. Her children from her marriage to Henry Hager are Mila, 12, Poppy, 9, and Sunil, 6. They are chapters in everyone's life, according to Jenna Hager Bush. It would be wonderful to return to Texas and let my children to join me when I am ready to start a new chapter in my life. According to her, she attended to a large public high school and now leads a different life. Even now, she considers Texas home. Various sources state that Jenna Bush Hager and her husband are homeowners in both Connecticut and Long Island. They were longtime residents of an apartment in New York City's Tribeca district. Reportedly, they moved to Connecticut in 2022 and sold it. Jenna Bush Hager considers Texas her home, even though she now lives on the other side of the nation. She came clean in July about sending her children to a Texas summer camp. The tragic flash flood that killed 27 campers and their counselors over the 4th of July weekend was very personal for the Today host. Relocating back to Texas is currently nothing more than a pipe dream for Jenna Bush Hager. Tell me about the next chapter in your story. Former U.S. President George W. Bush and First Lady Laura Bush were Jenna Bush's parents. Therefore, she was still mostly known by that name when she made her 2009 Today Show debut as a correspondent. She established herself as a unique voice in daytime television and journalism over the years, captivating audiences with her signature blend of Southern charm, humor, and kindness. In 2019, after Kathy Lee Gifford left the show during the 4th hour, her role took a huge jump forward. NBC officials had their sights set on Jenna to join Hot Cop in the role. Some were first curious about the match. Known for their wine glasses, contagious laughter, and real camaraderie, Hoda and Kathy Lee were a cherished pair for more than 10 years. Will Jenna be able to do the same spell? Yes, but in her own unique way, was the answer, it turned out. Assuming the role of a TV icon is no picnic. The departure of Kathy Lee Gifford in April 2019 touched the hearts of lifelong viewers. Many were concerned that the 4th hour's enchantment would be diminished. At 37 years old, Jenna came in with her witty banter, relatable mother stories, and a new take on humor that managed to be both sincere and lighthearted. Jenna played to her abilities rather than attempting to be Kathy Lee reincarnated. She was quite candid about her childhood in Texas, her love of reading, and the difficulties she had as a mom. She was well received by viewers, and her numbers never wavered. Jenna and Hoda had a different kind of chemistry than Hoda and Kathy Lee. It was effective. It was warmer, calmer, maybe even more grounded. In an effort to devote more time to her girls, Kotick stated earlier this year that she would be resigning from her position as co-host of the third hour. The decision put Jenna in an unusual position, as she was left to carry the show solo while NBC sought the perfect replacement. Instead of quickly bringing in Phil Hod, producers have been trying out a rotating cast of famous faces.